Okay, we're back.
Hello, we're back in the middle of a fracas. A fricas fracas.
Friggity, friggity.
Friggity frack, these bitches whack. Shizune and Lily don't like each other. That much is clear. But this seems a little much. It seems like Lily has had enough and is ready to push back. Oh, if you're just joining us,
Whoa!
this is the
Whoa!
showdown. Yeah, cool little upskirt there.
I'm gonna do my. I was actually just kidding. I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties so quickly that you can track me down to make sure I don't forget my own. Are you accusing me of slacking off? It seems like you're confusing me with... Oh, sorry, Misha, my bad. Are you accusing me of slacking off? It seems like you're confusing me with yourself. I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do, comparing myself to you. You're right. The difference between us is like heaven and hell. And it's not hard to guess which one you might represent.
Oh, sick burn.
Buckner.
The air between them ripples with the heat of their enmity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore, though. Even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation.
I'm telling you, man, those skirts are too short. I'm gonna have to. I can't do anything about that because it's. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. It's just pants, you know. It's whatever.
It's pants. Yeah, people wear pants.
Oh. Hee-chan, don't you slack off either. What are you talking about? That was like an epic showdown.
Yeah.
Aren't you taking part in the festival, Hee-chan? You are, aren't you? Then I hope you're going to do a lot more to make sure it goes smoothly than this person.
I don't understand why Shizune is suddenly getting mad at me. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Hey, I'm the new guy, remember? It's not like I could have done much, even if I wanted to. That's right. You shouldn't expect a transfer student to jump right into it on his first week.
Lily taking my side feels oddly comforting.
Yeah.
So I decided to back her up, too.
Yeah, you're being unreasonable with us both. Excuses. Miss Class Rep has had plenty of time to deal with her report. And we repeatedly offered you a position to help with the student council work, but you refused to commit yourself to making a festival a success.
Oh, dude, you sound like a Sonic the Hedgehog character. It's excellent.
Yeah, but I said back then, I'm not sure if...
I don't have time for this right now. No matter what I do, it will mean being drawn into a confrontation with Shizune, and that is what she wants.
Whatever. Forget it. Gotta go.
I turn my back at them.
Lily, class is gonna be starting soon, so we can talk more later. I'll tell Hanako you were looking for her.
I can feel Shizune freezing. Maybe this is the first time she has ever been ignored in such a blunt manner.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Bet you gotta learn manners. Thank you, Hisao. I'll leave now, then.
She gives me the sweetest smile I've seen all week, and turns on her heels to make her exit. As soon as Lily walks out the door, I suddenly start feeling reluctant about turning to face Shizune. I can feel her eyes burning into my back, and I can't bring myself to look at her. She must be furious. I keep expecting Misha to say something to alleviate the tension, but it really is wanting too much. In the end, I go back to my seat and listen to the sound of Shizune's footsteps as she marches out of the room. She doesn't return until a few minutes before class. Hanako doesn't come to the morning class at all, leaving her seat looking empty and lonely in the back of the classroom. I have to tell her that Lily was looking for her if I see her later. After the events of this morning, class is pretty boring in comparison. Yeah. I turn the pages of my textbook lazily. Hang on, give me 2 seconds.
That's alright. I can read this bit if you want. I have a bit of catching up to do.
No, can we, like, just pause for a second.
That's fine.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry about that. I have a bit of catching up to do, despite trying to keep up with my studies at the hospital, but I'm not feeling that enthusiastic about it. The clock at the front of the room sounds unbearably loud. The teacher hasn't said anything in over 7 minutes, instead opting to cover the board in rows and rows of equations taken directly from the book. The rhythmic clashing of chalk on blackboard seems to synchronize perfectly with the ticking of the clock. I start to copy down the equations, just to pass the time, even though they are right there in the textbook. When the bell rings, I'm not in a hurry because I have nothing to do, so I stay for a while, reviewing what we covered in class today. I prefer to leave last anyway, so I don't have to deal with the crowding in the hallways. I notice Shizune and Misha have also stayed behind, talking to someone from another class. Shizune's signing so fast that her hands make noises like swords cutting through the air. Maybe there is pent-up anger in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Misha is trying desperately to keep up, but it's clear she can barely manage to even understand her. I put my head down. Whatever they're discussing, it sounds like serious business. Shizune signs to the point where her wrists crackle, and Misha struggles to spit it out in word form. Sometimes she trips over herself like she's dealing with tongue twisters, and then on top of that, she has to sign everything back the other girl says. Seems like a rough job. Misha looks tired, and Misha like she's about to faint.
Oh, poor Misha.
Poor Misha. Luckily for her, their business is soon finished and the girls sit down in their seats again.
I'm so tired.
She's hanging her head limply on her desk, looking exhausted. I'll use the opportunity to reconcile with Shizune a bit, without getting roped into the student council thing again, though I suspect that door is now closed for me.
Let's hope so. Festival preparations must be tough for you.
Indeed, the people in this school seem to be taking the festival very seriously. Whenever I see people idling around before and after classes, they're always talking about their plans for it. It's kind of neat to see everyone being so enthusiastic about it. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have something to do. Shizune scoffs at me at first, as if trying to decide whether to ignore or sneer at me, but in the end she starts signing without doing either. Misha perks up, looking at her hands with slightly unfocused eyes. She signs with harsh, heavy, dramatic strokes. Misha translates her signing into speech for me. She does it so well it's almost like Shizune is actually speaking, transmitting her thoughts directly through Misha. She must have practiced it vigorously.
Well, of course. We're in the student council, you know, so we're pretty busy. Oof. It's an important duty of ours to ensure the success of the festival with all of our strength. We should shame ourselves in front of the past student council. We would, not we should. We would shame ourselves in front of the past student council generations of the festival would fail. That's why there must be no flaws. No, I think that was encumbrances. No, nothing that might make the festival short of perfect.
Shizune's passionate speech and Misha's enacting are really oddly fitting of them.
Huh? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I look over my shoulder and see Hanako peering timidly into the classroom, most of her body hidden behind the door.
Hey, playing delinquent again? Hey.
Oh,
hey, cut that off. Cut that
off.
Get that off. Get that fucking off.
Hanako blushes hard at Misha's
Get
straightforward
off.
talk, even if it was only in jest. Shizune stares at her probingly, causing Hanako to look down and start backing away to the point where only her fingers can be seen wrapped nervously around the edge of the door. Maybe she is showing her dislike of Hanako by association of her dislike of Lily. It appears so, and Hanako probably knows it as well.
What is it, Hanako? Has Lily been here? Sorry, haven't seen Satu. She came by in the morning though.
Hanako keeps looking uneasily at Shizune, who stares back at her with her usual studying gaze. What is she trying to do?
Yeah, what is she trying to do? Man, I'm in a big bad mood with Shizune. Don't like her at all. No. No. No, I don't like this. Don't like big bully. Don't like it. Don't like it.
Big bully.
Big bully.
Big
Look.
bully.
Look, it says it right there on her forehead. It says bully. Anyway.
She does have a very, like, harsh,
anyway.
engaging stare. Anyway. Of course, Shizune isn't going to look away, and she is intimidating enough as it is, so I can only imagine how terrified Hanako would be. It is a little uncomfortable, watching Hanako's reaction to Shizune's normal behavior. This is what happens when two people of two different extremes meet, it seems. He's always very on the nose about everything.
Yeah.
He's just like, this is what is... I know he's a narrator, but at the same time, like...
He's oddly switched on and off.
And off at the same time, yeah.
He's
got
like...
to have that he's got to have the growth, but at the same time he's got to be, like, painting the picture. It's like,
yeah, I know. Do you know where she is? If she has any sense in her head, she's in our classroom, working on their festival project. But who knows where that woman is loitering at? You need to find her? She was looking for you in the morning, but I guess you have missed each other.
She waits a little without answering the simple question, looking awfully like she's not sure if it's proper to answer such a question.
Yeah. I could come with you, if it's okay.
Hanako nods fractionally, still on guard, her shoulders stiff like wood. I get the feeling that she might be more comfortable by herself after all, but it's too late to back off now. She has this really troubled expression she seems to wear almost constantly, one that makes me constantly be on guard myself. I wonder why. I kind of understand why she always seems to be so wary. Or maybe more like why there could be a person like her. But I still have no... What does that... Hang on, what does that mean?
Let's let... No, right, let... Oh, no, that's just very clumsy writing. Oof.
Yeah, okay, well...
I mean, I kind of get what they're meaning.
Not professionally done. It did occur to me when I was watching the credits the other day that 4 Leaf Studios, like, I think I was spot on that it was just a bunch of dudes from 4chan.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay, let's make a dating sim. But I still have no idea how to act around such a person.
It's dinner time soon. Were you planning to eat with Lily?
She nods slightly. So she must have been trying to get into the cafeteria. Well, there's something of a dinner crowd, just like the cafeteria is crowded during lunch. It's not as bad, because dinner time is longer than lunch hour, but I can understand why Hanako could be discouraged from going in. I pick up my bag and we take our leave. Hanako skips a little to meet my initial pace, so I slow down to match her speed. It doesn't take long for us to be walking at a comfortable pace down the hallway. It almost feels like we're going for a stroll together, something that I can't say I've really done before with a girl.
Every time.
Well, apart from that time his heart exploded.
Yeah, no, never mind that. Every time I see those buck teeth, my fucking heart is about to explode.
I forgot how much you hated the teeth. That painting. It's a horrible, horrible painting.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hanako doesn't seem to be thinking the same thing, though. Even though we are walking at the same pace, she never comes within arm's reach of me. I guess she's still a little uncomfortable around me. Given how shy she is, there doesn't seem to be much helping it, at least for now. By the time we arrive at the cafeteria, there is not much of a crowd there, but Lily is nowhere to be seen. Hanako's head sinks even lower than usual.
Oh. Have you looked somewhere else already? Just at the library. I was reading.
Oh, well, if she's only looked one place, you're not going to find it. So she does spend the classes she skips at the library.
Oh, so not exactly a thorough research then. Search, you dumbass. I can't read. Well, if I had to guess, she'd be in her own class, like Shizune said, right?
Yeah.
Right.
With the slightest of nods, Hanako agrees with my reasoning. Because I'm right. God, she's being so awkward. It's like I need a double-layered silk gloves with padding to even begin interacting with her. Some small talk might help her become a bit more used to me. It isn't hard to tell that the silence between us is hovering on the edge of both of our minds.
So, you and Lily usually hang out together after school, after class, right? Yes.
I'm not quite sure what I expected from her answer, nor why I even asked the question. That much was rather obvious, after all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She
Sorry.
doesn't seem like the type to cultivate a social circle either, so I suspect that Lily may well be her only friend. Oh.
Oh, no. Okay, sorry. I didn't know I could do that with the mouse wheel. I just touched the mouse wheel and I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh, and you rewind time.
Must be a pain being in different classes, I'm guessing.
She gives a sharp, almost reflexive nod. Compared to Lily's careful thought about her actions and speech, Hanako hastens to make her answers as prompt and short as possible.
Lily comes by the classroom, though, even when she's busy.
She gives a small smile as she says it, evidently appreciating the fact that Lily goes out of her way to help her.
Oh.
It's pretty cute, really. There isn't any need to say more, both of us content that the discussion's reached an end. As we ascend the stairs back to the lobby, we are met by a group of students heading downstairs like a school of fish moving from one feeding area to another. They seem to be keeping mostly to themselves, but before I can notice her doing so, Hanako has moved around behind me.
Hey, are you alright? Just keep going.
The students pass us without as much as a second glance, and Hanako takes up her position to my side again as we enter the building, her momentary reprieve from her anxiety all but snatched away. Even as we climb towards the third floor, she doesn't seem to relax. It isn't as if I've never known a shy person before, or even shy girls, but Hanako seems to be pretty far beyond what I'd call normal in her fear of other people. If it weren't for Lily acting as a mediator, I doubt Hanako would even have been able to walk beside me like this. She seems completely shut down in the presence of others. The rest of the walk up to Lily's classroom continues in strained silence, while I rue her inability to socialize at all. After we make our way up the stairs, the noise coming from Lily's classroom is audible from halfway down the hallway. I wasn't expecting such a din at all.
Well, I guess we found her.
This wasn't hard. Did Hanako come here first, then come to me for backup, I wonder? Well, if that's true, then at least she's starting to trust me a little. That can only be a good thing. Eventually, the two of us reach the door to class 3-2. With Hanako less than subtly positioning herself behind me, I open the door. Inside is a hive of activity, seemingly every student in the class talking at once as they work hurriedly on their separate tasks. Going by the paint cans, decorations, and banners being made, it must be for the upcoming school festival. I guess my first priority should be finding Lily. There. Finding her among the din is surprisingly easy, not least because of her looks. Oh. Well, I suppose if she's a tall blonde chick.
Yeah, that's true. She's gonna stand out in a Japanese school. Although everybody seems to have crazy hair here, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
To some degree or another, yeah.
Yeah.
With a couple of students gathered around her as she stands at the front of the class, she seems to be in charge of the preparations, or at least busy organizing them. Carefully negotiating a path through various students hunched over the floor for the lack of desk space, I raise a hand entirely out of habit as we finally reach Lily.
Hi, Lily.
She perks up her head up as she breaks off, talking to a noticeably smaller girl who must be her classmate, trying to listen as best as she can.
Yeah. Sorry, who? Oh, sorry. Hissa, I thought you would recognize my stupid voice. I have Hanako too.
How could you not recognize that stupid voice?
Hi.
She's pretty skittish. Considering the number of people around, it isn't too hard to work out why. Lily takes a moment's pause to assess the situation before turning to the other students once again.
For the moment, just ask Maria for his advice. Kenji's busy with painting one of the banners already. Oh my god, Kenji's in this class? Fuck me.
Well, man can't see. A quick nod and she bounces off, fingers carefully sliding along the wall's face for orientation.
Wait.
Wait. Kenji? That Kenji? I quickly turn about, leaning to the side to see past Hanako. Sure enough, in the corner of the room, Kenji's hunched over a sheet of cloth as he paints it. His eyes remain only inches from the brush, reminding me of how close he had to be to me to make out my face when I met him.
Sorry about that. Our class doesn't have many students with even partial eyesight, so they're in high demand.
That's right. Class 3-2 is specially for students with poor vision. Preparing for the festival must be pretty arduous for them.
Need a hand? I could give you help if you need some. Maybe Hanako could too.
A chance to set her mind on something would do her good, but I doubt she has the courage to ask outright. She quickly nods in affirmation afterwards, so I'm confident I made the right move. Lily gives a noticeable sigh of relief.
Ah, that's good. This might actually get finished before everyone goes off to dinner now. Would you be able to help the person painting the main banner? It's a big task for him to do, but nobody else can help. Kenji? Sure.
She seems surprised that I know him. I can't really blame her.
I take it you've met. Our rooms are in the dorm are right next to each other. Hard to miss each other, really. Well, it's good to see you're getting a friend so fast. No, he's not a friend.
Friend. I wonder if that's the right word I'd use
No,
for
it's
him.
not. It's not. No.
No.
No, I don't know him.
No.
No, I'm gonna deny him 3 times. Don't know him.
Oh, wow. That was a good reference there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Silence during the proceedings remind me of the reason I put her up to helping in the first place.
We'll go help him then. He knows what he's doing, right? That's right. Just ask if you have any problems.
Chorusing an assent, Hanako and I begin another trek around the classroom. Kenji sits crouched on the floor, his gaze fixed on the white calico in front of him.
Hey, Kenji.
No answer. He continues dragging his paint-soaked brush along the large half-painted kanji that's stretched on the sheet in pencil.
Kenji? Huh? What? Who is it?
If this is the way he treats class members, it's no small wonder he's working on this alone.
It's me, Hissa from the oh fuck me, dude. Right. I know that, man. What are you doing here, though?
His dismissive attitude annoys me. He must be the type to get really focused on his work, hating to be disturbed by anyone until he's done, I suppose. While we talk, the sound of Hanako's footsteps as she walks out from behind me reminds me that she's here.
I was just gonna help with the banner. Hanako and I, that is... hello. Oh, hi. Hey. Hi, hello. Yes, I guess that's okay.
As soon as Hanako enters the question, his demeanour takes a complete about face. His sudden faux hospitality is slightly unsettling.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Women. On second thoughts, this may not have been a great idea after all. Because he hates them.
Yeah.
Hanako and I grudgingly set ourselves down on the opposite side of the cloth banner to Kenji, noting the several small paint tins on the ground around it. Class 3-2. Noodle stall?
You guys selling noodles at the festival on Sunday? Oh, I can hear myself through your... I don't know if you've got the technical issues. Sorry, we'll just pause for a second. Sorry. Yeah. Technical issues sorted, and let's carry on. Did I read that? You guys selling noodles at the festival on Sunday?
I think you did, because that was the moment you were like, oh no.
Yeah, I read it again. That's fine. Yeah, some stalls outside, or something.
Or something? His non-committal nature sparks a fair amount of suspicion on my behalf. The task at hand comes first, though.
So, how do you want to split this? We do borders while you do the text, or do you want to switch and do the borders? Text is mine. You do borders.
He has surprisingly strong feelings on the topic. As I reach over to grab a brush, I notice Hanako is already debating between colours to use. By the time I put brush to cloth, she's already started on a delicate pattern. Looks like my idea of taking her mind off everyone around her worked. With a dark blue stroke, the three of us silently get to work. Not before Kenji takes advantage of Hanako's working to lean towards me and whisper conspiratorially, though.
Of course. Okay, man. Why are you here? Hanako just wanted to help. Just wanted some help to find Lily, that's all.
He apparently disapproves of my motivations.
Idiot. I get it. It looks like I misjudged you. You're infiltrating them, aren't you? Going deep undercover.
I should have guessed. Letting the truth slip by him would probably be better than outright lying or annoying him in any case.
Is that why you're here? Obviously. It sucks, but there's no way to get intel. No better way to get intel than going in yourself. We gotta stick together, man. This is a harsh school, a harsh world. Yeah, very harsh.
He misses my true meaning as he leans back, satisfied I'm sympathetic to his cause. I'd better get down to work.
Finished. Looks like I'm too. Good job.
The two of us connect up the lines of our patterns, mine being as close as a copy as I could manage of hers. With a grunt, I lever myself up from the floor and look around.
I thought it was a
Aside
pretty
from
good...
Hanako and myself, there's only Kenji left finishing off his sign, as well as Lily and a couple of students talking among themselves in the classroom. Looking at my watch, it's no surprise. It's getting pretty late.
Need a hand?
I offer a hand to Hanako, which she uses to get herself up. No, you're so courteous.
Yeah. I'm
As
a
she does.
gentleman.
Huh?
I'm a gentleman. I
You're a
was
gentleman.
I was raised right. Unlike that Kenji bastard.
Unlike that Kenji bastard.
Ah.
As she does, I can't help but glance at her wrist. If her scars extend even to there, just how much of her body was burnt? I feel a pang of guilt about it, however, as she quickly covers her wrist with her other hand.
Looks good, doesn't it?
She looks surprised for a moment before noticing that I meant the banner.
It does, I guess.
Her smile shows that she feels a slight sense of pride in the result, just as I do.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, you're painting, see? Just like Ren would want.
Oh, Ren. We haven't seen her in a while. I hope we
We've
get
not
to
seen
see her
her in a
again
while.
soon.
With the floor significantly neater for the decorations being placed on desks and shelves, it's much easier to get to Lily as we cross the room.
We finished the banner. I guess that's all that needs to be done.
Lily gives an appreciative nod.
Thank you, Hisao, Hanako. If there's any way I can... If there's any way I can thank you... It's fine. Be sitting in my room studying at any rate. I don't mind either.
She nods, before suddenly remembering one last person.
Oh, is Kenji still there? Here? There? Everywhere? Kenji's
Just as
everywhere.
I open my mouth, Kenji gives the answer from the other side of the room.
Yeah, just finished.
He carefully slides his sign onto an empty section of shelf to dry, before quickly walking past us and out the door.
See you, my man. Bye.
I like that you change it to my man.
Of course.
The remaining two students say their goodbyes to Lily before taking their cue to leave as well, leaving only the three of us.
Well, I guess that's everyone. I hope we don't have to do anything like that again. Working past school time? Indeed. The class's plans this year were ambitious. Maybe too ambitious.
Oh.
The stalls look nice, though. She's right. Shows that a lot of work's gone into them. My, I'm sure a lot of us would be glad to hear that. At least now, there's not much work to do until the festival itself. It's getting pretty late. Should we go? That's probably a good idea. Are you going back to the dorms as well, Hisao?
Yeah, I guess I'll tag along.
Oh, it's night.
The nighttime lighting really makes the gardens look quite different. Compared to the usual look of lush greenery, things are much more calm. Being that it's so late, the lack of students around probably helps. The odd one or two can be seen scurrying to and fro from the dorms, trying to eke the most out of their approaching curfews, but no more. That was hard to read.
That was tough. Don't worry. You're doing
well. All that can be heard is their footsteps, in addition to Lily's cane regularly tapping the ground in front of her. It's nice to finally be able to relax a bit after the mad rush during school. Without even noticing it, I let out a small yawn.
Tired.
Yeah, still getting used to the flow of things, I guess.
Ed Potter.
The thing with Shiznit kinda took me off guard, though. She's totally not chill.
I grit my teeth a little at the candid mention of their rather public spat. That said, I do want to sort out what in the world was behind it.
About that. I'm sorry about it being so public. Shizune and I go back some ways.
Her voice seems slightly irritated as she remembers Shizune, obviously unwilling to discuss it any further. I glanced to Hanako for her views on this, but her expression is, unsurprisingly, evasive and difficult to read.
Yeah.
Either way, I guess her apologizing for it is something, even if my curiosity goes unanswered.
I'll be glad once the festival is over in any case.
The change of topic's welcome, clearing the thickening air quickly.
I can imagine. My old school's festivals were a lot more low-key than this.
Yamaku stresses the idea of a school community, so the staff likes to make our festivals and such special occasions.
And yet the students are the ones that do the work. What an unfair world.
Hanako and Lily both chuckle in agreement, savouring the fact that none of the staff are around to hear our grumbling.
I think we'll make good friends too.
Yes.
I suppose coming from a strict all-girls school helped me a bit with Yamaku. Compared to there, Yamaku is much more relaxed.
Huh. That'd go away towards explaining her well-bred speech and behaviour.
And a very long skirt as well.
A very long skirt. Her skirt is a very, very, very long
nice
skirt. With two legs underneath.
And with that, we'll see you next time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's next.
So abruptly? Hang on, go to bed. Wait till.
Oh yeah, we'll go to bed. We'll go to bed.
When do we go to bed?
All right, read the thing. We'll go to bed.
As we come up to the dormitories, it eventually comes time to leave for our respective rooms.
Okay.
See you, Lily? Hanako?
The two both give polite nods before setting off to the women's dorms, just next to the guys. As is to be expected of such an arrangement, there's a staff member casually patrolling around outside to prevent any nighttime shenanigans. Walking past him, I quickly stretch my arms and rub my neck, both quite sore after having worked on the floor for so long, before walking to my room. It feels good to actually have direction, though. After so long in the hospital, the everyday facts of studying, homework, and teachers seem almost a blessing. I guess if things continue like this, my time at Yamaku might turn out okay. Adhering to the nurse's nagging voice in the back of my head, I set my alarm clock to wake me up early enough to go jogging again. Yeah. Oh god.
Oh boy.
I made a promise, and I'm gonna keep it. Besides, Emmy is bound to rat on me if I don't show up.
Yeah.
But it's not all that bad.
And with that, we will see you next time. If you're enjoying it, just, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notifications for when we upload, which is
every day, more or
every
less.
Day, except Sunday, because I need a break. I need to be able to give my little, my wrists and my eyes a break from editing. And yeah, it is what it is.
It is.
And with that, we'll see you next time for some more
fun and games.
Katawa Shoujo shenanigans.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Part-timers, we do this part-time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.